The following program does not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Reality Radio 101, its advertisers and sponsors, or its listening audience. Listener discretion is advised. Good afternoon and welcome to the Liquid Green Health Show with your hosts, Fred and Janet Cox, right here on Reality Radio 101. To get on board, send us an email. Our email address is liquidgreenhealthshow@gmail.com. And now, right to your host of the Liquid Green Health Show, Fred Cox.
And good afternoon. Yes, it is Sunday. It's the 7th day of April. And good afternoon and welcome to the Liquid Green Health Show. A warm greeting to all our listeners and viewers joining us across Canada, the United States, and around the globe. I am Fred Cox, and today I'm holding down the fort as my co-host is away attending a family gathering. Now, if you're joining us for the very first time, welcome to the Liquid Green Health Show. Every Sunday at this hour, we commit to providing information in an engaging and edutainment format, and hopefully it will guide you towards a healthier lifestyle. We want to hear from you, so please keep those comments flowing to liquidgreenhealthshow@gmail.com. That's liquidgreenhealthshow@gmail.com. Let us know where you're listening from. And, we love your comments. So please, whether they're good or bad, funny or indifferent, send it. We'll look at it. We'll read it. We'll, let you know what we think. Now, as we embrace the early days of spring, we are also gathering up for a celestial event that promises to captivate North America. It is known as the Great North American Eclipse, and it's happening tomorrow, Monday, the 8th of April. And it's a big thing because this is a once-in-a-lifetime cosmic event. It is also an opportunity for us to reflect on our own internal health. And because this is a health show, health and cosmic energies, they tend to, there's some linkage there. And so today we've chosen a topic that I think everybody is going to be happy about. So here's what I'd like you to do. Call your neighbors, right? Get on the phone, call your neighbors, get your pens and pencils, because there's lots of information I'm going to be forwarding to you today. Now, just as the moon aligns with the sun, so too can we align with our focus on nurturing our bodies, particularly our liver health. With the new moon's visit coinciding with the eclipse, which is a big cosmic event, there's a surge of a very powerful cosmic and spiritual energy that is in the atmosphere this week. And I would like to venture to say that this is a perfect time for us to delve into our self-care and set intentions for a healthier lifestyle. So, with the excitement of tomorrow's solar eclipse, when that is all over, I want us to take a moment to consider the incredible resilience of our liver and how prioritizing its care can empower us to lead a more vibrant and fulfilling life. But before I go any further, I'd like to give a shout out to someone who has enjoyed many spring seasons and more than one solar eclipse. And that person is Newton Bennett, affectionately known as Aunt Newton. This afternoon, nieces and great and grand nieces and nephews and friends and a host of family members are gathered at her home, celebrating her 94th anniversary of life. What a milestone. Indeed it is. And so I want to wish you, Aunt Newton, if you're listening, or if they get a chance to put you on, turn on the TV and let you see this show. I want to wish you abundant peacefulness, right? Peacefulness to you, and wishing you all the best. Hope you can see many more springs and continue to live your life. Your faculties is amazing. It's still there. And that is something to really, enjoy and take the best of it. Enjoy the moment. And if Janet is there, I know she's there. If she's giving you any trouble, well, you know what to do. Just say, D. Janet, don't trouble me. Okay? Have yourself a wonderful evening, and hope to see you soon. Okay, now today, we're diving into a vital topic that affects every aspect of our life, and that is liver care. As the powerhouse behind, the liver rather, is the powerhouse behind things like metabolism, digestion, and detoxification. The health of our liver directly impacts our overall well-being. And I know our listeners, many of you have heard the importance of taking care of your liver. There may be someone or a few people within the listening audience that are experiencing some difficult condition with the liver. And if you are, pay attention to this, because the information I'm going to be forwarding to you today is of vital importance. Even if you're not experiencing, conditions that can affect the liver, this is information for you as well, because it's all about preventative health care, right? And that's what this program, this show is all about. So I hope that by gaining a deeper understanding of this organ and its pivotal role, that individuals can make informed decisions to support optimum liver function, thereby safeguarding their health and, of course, living a much healthier lifestyle. I'm going to do the best of my ability to try to simplify what I consider to be 10 fascinating facts about this remarkable organ. I'll also tell you about a liver care that I use and my immediate family we use. I'll tell you about the ingredients, and I'll also share with you how you can get it. But before I get into today's broadcast, please don't forget to check out all our shows on Spotify and YouTube. Hit the like and subscribe button, share, and subscribe button, and leave a comment. Please leave a comment. Let us know what you think of our broadcast. You can also send your comments to liquidgreenhealthshow@gmail.com. That's liquidgreenhealthshow@gmail.com. Now, there are 10 simple facts about the liver that everyone should be aware about, right? And when I did the research on this, I was kind of surprised with some of them. Others, I had an idea. And what I'm going to try to do is to give you my understanding of what I did in the research, both myself and Janet did in the research, and how I think you should view the whole thing. Now, the first one I want to talk about is the regenerative power of the liver. Now, did you know that the liver is one of the few organs in the human body that is capable of regenerating itself? Now, let me explain this. Now, imagine your liver. I want you to imagine it as a superhero with amazing power of regeneration. And this means that if part of your liver gets hurt, or even if it's removed, it can grow back like magic. It's like cutting a slice of cake and then watching the cake magically become whole again. So even if a big chunk of your liver, and research says as much as 75% of it is taken away, it has this incredible ability to grow back to its normal size. But of course, it needs the right condition to do this, and the proper nutrition as well, and a healthy lifestyle. It's not going to just happen overnight like that. If it's damaged and you don't take steps to correct the damage and change your lifestyle, it's not going to happen, right? Even though it has that remarkable power. The second fact is the liver is also the largest internal organ in the human body. It is roughly the size of a football and weighs about 3, maybe 2.5, 3 pounds. I'm not sure, somewhere in that range, right? In the average adult. It is also a multifunctional organ. The liver performs over 500, folks, 500 vital functions in the body. That's a hell of a lot of functions, right? And these include metabolizing nutrients, detoxifying harmful substances, producing bile or bile for digestion, and storing essential vitamins and minerals. Now, I want you to think of the liver as a superhero with a lot of different jobs to do. You know, we as humans like to boast, some of us like to boast that we can multitask. Well, I challenge you to multitask like the liver does, right? This is a superhero with a lot of different jobs to do in our body. It helps to break down the food that we eat, and it turns it into energy so that our body can use it. It's like, look at it like the kitchen. It's the kitchen in our body where food gets processed, or a food processor, where you put a lot of stuff in there and then the food processor does it, right? It's in charge of cleaning up any harmful stuff that might come into our body, like toxins from food or chemicals we are exposed to. And that's like having a super efficient cleaning crew. After the party and all the mess is made, the crew comes in and boop, they cleans it up. So your body is safe from bad stuff. It makes a special liquid that is called bile, and bile helps with digestion. Bile also helps to break down fats in our body so that the body can absorb them properly. So basically, in layman terms, the liver is like a multitasking superhero, making sure our body stays healthy and is running smoothly by doing all these important jobs. So that is why it is considered to be a superhero when it comes to cleaning up. Then there's detoxification. The liver is the primary function of the liver is to detoxify, right? I want you to think of your liver as the body's ultimate filter. It's like a super advanced water filtration system in your home. It filters blood that is coming from the digestive tract before passing it to the rest of the body, removing toxins, drugs, and other harmful substances. It's working constantly, 24 hours a day. It put it this way, it's after you eat, whatever you eat, the food you've eaten gets broken down in your stomach and the intestines. And then the nutrients from the food that you just ingested, it gets absorbed into your bloodstream. But along with these nutrients, there can be some not so great stuff like toxins from junk food or medicines, any kind of medication that you're taking. And here's where the liver really steps in like a big, superhero, like in one of those cartoons. It's like the checkpoint. The liver is the checkpoint between your digestive system and the rest of your body. All the blood from your digestive system passes through the liver before it goes anywhere else. Think of the liver, if you've ever boarded an aircraft, you have to go through customs. You got to go through the security, and they're checking for unwanted things that are going to go on that aircraft, either on unwanted individuals or unwanted stuff in your baggage, and they will remove them, right? So that's the job of the liver. It's a checkpoint. Then that checkpoint is to pick out any harmful stuff from the food, from the blood, like those toxins or leftover medications. They will get, and it will get rid of it. It's like having a vigilant security guard or a bouncer at a nightclub, right? Who's going to stop individuals that they don't think should get into the nightclub. Or the security guard thinks, well, you're a risk, you're posing a risk to security. They're going to get rid of you, right? So once the liver filtered out all of the bad stuff, the cleanup blood can then flow freely to the rest of your body, keeping you healthy and free from, from toxins. A more simple way to put it, to view this, is to think of your liver. Think of it as I said before, like a bouncer, right? Just like I said before, it's a bouncer to stop unwanted individuals from going into a function or to a nightclub, right? And that's what the liver does. All right. And then you have number 5. Number 5 is bile production. Now, I want you to picture your liver as a factory that is working tirelessly to keep your body running smoothly, right? Now, this organ is a workhorse. If someone tells you that you work like a liver, you should take that as a compliment. You're working like a liver. But if the same person were to tell you that they're going to work you like a liver, then you need to stay away from that person, because there's a lot of hard work is coming your way. So that's how I want you to think of the liver. I want you to picture it as something that is tirelessly working to keep your body running smoothly. And one of its important jobs is to make a special greenish yellow liquid called bile, right? Now, bile is a fluid that is stored in the gallbladder, and it's released when the body needs it. Now, think of the bile think of it as your, how do I put this? Think of it as your detergent. When you go to wash your dirty clothing, you're going to use a soap or you're going to use a detergent. And the reason you're using a detergent is to get rid of the impurities in the fabric, right? The unwanted stuff, the stains, the dirt, all kinds of stuff. You use something to get rid of that. And I want you to look at the liver as such. It is rather look at the bile that the liver produces as such, right? That is the body's detergent. But instead of cleaning clothes, it's breaking down fats in the food that you just ate, right? All the fats and the unwanted stuff. So when you gorge on all these greasy, nice tasting stuff, like fried chicken and hamburgers and bacon and all the stuff that tastes good, but it's not necessarily good for you, your liver gets to work producing this thing that is called bile. And this bile, it is designed to deal with fats, right? Nature, I'm telling you, man, nature is an amazing thing. It knows exactly what is needed, it knows what we're going to be eating at some point in time in our lives. So it puts these things in place so that when you digest all these crazy foods, these nice tasting foods that have all fats and oils and all kinds of stuff, the body says, okay, you know what? We got to get rid of this. This is no good, right? We have to do something. So the liver produces bile, and then the bile comes, and once the liver makes the bile, it sends it down a pipeline, right? Sends it down a track to a small storage tank that is called the gallbladder. And in the gallbladder, that's where it holds this bile until your body needs it again, right? Now, when you eat another fatty meal, the body sends out a signal to the gallbladder to release some bile into your small intestine, all right? See, the messaging system is at work here. right? You don't have to do anything. The body knows exactly, oh, we got some impurities coming in, folks. We got to do some work. Boop, sends out the bile into the small intestine where all the digestion action takes place. And here's where the magic really kicks in. The bile starts breaking down these fats into tiny pieces, making them easier for your body to absorb. So, in a simple, non-scientific layman terms, this is how I understand it. In a simple, non-scientific layman term, bile is like your body's own fat-dissolving superhero. And we have to, give praise to the liver for producing this substance and the gallbladder, right? Because they work together to make sure that we can enjoy our favorite greasy treats without feeling weighed down afterward. Okay. Sometimes you eat food and then you kind of feel like your stomach is bloating and stuff like that. The body is working. All right. Don't worry, unless something is really wrong with you, don't worry. Eventually, the body is going to do its work, break it down, but try not to overdo it, because the more load you put on the liver, yes, it's a hard-working organ. It knows what it has to do, but like anything else, if you overload it, it's going to take much longer to start breaking down those grease and fat and stuff that you've consumed. And sometimes you have to take some kind of relief medication or supplement to get rid of, for the food to digest a lot faster, right? So do not underestimate the importance of the liver and the importance of bile secretion into the gallbladder and what it does. If it's not producing enough bile, and the gallbladder doesn't have enough, it's not going to function properly, and you're going to have digestion problems, right? So that is how the liver works. I had an idea how the liver works, but you don't realize its importance and the real function until you start doing some research. Now, folks, I'm not a doctor. I don't have all of those, credentials behind my name, but common sense will tell me to do my research if I have an interest in something, to find out how does it really work. And I think that's your responsibility. If you want to stay healthy and you're really serious about taking care of your health, at sometimes just, do the research. The internet is there. And it has all the information that you need. You don't necessarily have to go to the doctor for the doctor to tell you everything in detail, because they don't have time. Do your own research. Your health should be number one. Your health is your responsibility. When it's not working properly, and you have to go to, whether it's a nutritionist or to an holistic person or to a doctor, they're going to tell you what they know based on the information that you give to them. But you also need to know how your body is functioning. You need to listen and recognize the signs that the body is giving to you. And the beauty about our bodies, it always gives us signs, whether it's a headache, whether it's a pain, whether it's some stomach disorder, something, it is giving you a message that something is not functioning properly. And that's when we need to pay attention. But before that happens, it is your job, it's everybody's job, to make sure that you're giving the body the right nutrients. If you give the body the right nutrient, it definitely will serve you a lot better. It will give you the things that you need to, that is needed to keep the body functioning properly, right? I have here, oh boy, where did I go? I lost my page. Okay. Now, if you're listening to us for the very first time, this is the Liquid Green Health Show. If you're joining us for the first time or you joined late, today we're talking about the liver. And I'm just giving you 10 super fun facts as to how the liver works, why you should pay attention to the liver, and the importance of the liver in the body. This is the Liquid Green Health Show. My name is Fred Cox. You're listening to us on Reality Radio 101. You can catch all of our shows on Spotify and YouTube. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also write to liquidgreenhealthshow@gmail.com. That's liquidgreenhealthshow@gmail.com. Now, the sixth fun fact that I have to share with you today is blood filtration. Blood filtration. Now, many of you have heard that the liver filters a lot of blood, and it does that, all day. Yes, that's the main function of it. It plays a critical role in blood filtration. At any given moment, our liver contains about a pint of blood, or 13% of the body's total blood supply. It filters more than a liter of blood every minute, which works out to about a liter of blood every minute, works out to about 22, maybe 25, I'm not sure, somewhere in that range, gallons of blood per hour. And more than 250 or so gallons of blood in a 24-hour period. That is a hell of a lot of work. That is a lot of filtration, a lot of blood. And so with that going on, during this filtration process, it helps to remove old or damaged red blood cells, pathogens, and other debris from the bloodstream. So it's not just filtering, it's picking out all of the bad things that should not be going elsewhere in the body. And it's doing that 24 hours a day, 22 gallons of blood, more than 250 or so liters not liters, gallons of blood in a 24-hour period. So that is a really, really hard-working organ. And that's why we need to keep it working properly. We need to give it the nutrients, and we need to make sure that it's getting the proper nutrients so that it can, do what it is supposed to do. Now, I wanted to envision your bloodstream like this. When I look at the bloodstream, when I read about it, I envision our bloodstream to be like a busy highway that is bustling with traffic, right? And on that highway is carrying all sorts of things, trucks, cars, tractor trailers, and all kinds of stuff. The liver, being like the bloodstream rather, being like a busy highway, is carrying all kinds of stuff like oxygen, nutrients, and cells. Those are things that the body needs to function, right? But just like any busy highway, there's bound to be a stalled vehicle or some kind of junk that needs to be cleared out. Lots of my listeners have driven on the highway, whether you're driving yourself or you're in company with other people, and you've noticed there's traffic backup caused by accidents, debris on the road that has to be cleared. It causes a backup. And that's what the bloodstream in our body is like, a busy highway carrying all of these things. And this is where the liver steps in. The liver is like a traffic cop, right? It keeps everything flowing smoothly, right? You go left, you go right, left turn, your turn, main lanes, this is your turn. It does it, and it keeps it running smoothly. And as the blood makes its way through the body, it passes through the liver, which acts like a super efficient, filtration system. It is constantly on the lookout for any troublemakers like debris, fat in the cell or bad cells or whatever, like, old or damaged red blood cells, harmful pathogens like bacteria or viruses. It's looking out for those things. Isn't it amazing how nature knows what to do without us telling it what to do? It's the body is a masterpiece, right? And so it looks for any other debris that shouldn't be there. Remember, the liver is the bouncer, right? It's the traffic cop, it's the policeman. It's out there. So when the liver spots something that needs to go, boom, it grabs it and it gets rid of it very quickly. You don't have to do anything. It's doing that all the time. It's making sure our bloodstream stays clean and healthy. And so again, I can only explain it the way I understand it, right? And so in layman terms, the liver in our body is our own blood janitor, right? That's basically what it is. It's a janitor, and it's working tirelessly to keep our bloodstream free from any unwanted guests and ensuring that everything keeps running smoothly on the highway of our body, right? So, again, folks, this organ should not be taken for granted. We need to understand its importance. I can't stress this enough. We need to understand why it's there. Who or whatever it is that made us knew exactly the kind of lifestyle that we would be going through and has given us something to protect us and to keep the body running and functioning properly. The next fun fact is storage capacity. The liver serves as a storehouse or a reservoir for various substances like glycogen. Now, glycogen is your body's emergency energy stash. The body, it stores that away, right? You see, whenever we eat, especially foods rich in carbohydrates, our body breaks them down into glucose, which is a form of sugar our body uses for energy. But what happens if you eat, or if you don't eat for a while, like especially like when you go to sleep or if you're fasting? This is where glycogen comes in. The liver stores extra glucose or glycogen as glycogen and ready to release it whenever our body needs a quick energy boost, right? Because what the body is saying, okay, there's no food coming in and I need energy. Where does it get the energy from? It gets it from the food that we eat, right? So then you have vitamins and minerals. Your body needs to stay healthy and function properly. But you can't always get these from the everyday foods that we eat. And that is where the liver comes in handy. It stores vitamins like A, D, E, K, and B12, as well as minerals like iron and copper, keeping them safe until our body needs them again. So even if you miss out on getting enough of these nutrients from your food for a day or maybe 2, maybe even 3 days, your liver has got your back because the liver stores them. Whenever it gets it, it stores it in a safe place, right? But that doesn't mean that, you shouldn't be eating foods, that don't have these nutrients, because remember, some of these nutrients the body doesn't make itself. It needs it from the outside. So in short, your liver it's like a locker. It's like a big storage house holding on to all the important things or stuff that the body needs to stay energized and healthy until you need it. So whether it's providing a quick energy boost or ensuring that you get your daily dose of essential vitamins and minerals, remember, your liver's got your back. Okay? The liver's got your back. And this is something that I didn't know. This is a fun fact that I never realized. I never knew. Temperature regulation. I never knew that the liver contributes to the regulation of body temperature. And it does that by breaking down nutrients to produce energy, which generates heat. That is an amazing fact that I never knew. It's just like, and this is how I view it when I read the information. It's like your house. Your house needs to keep you warm in the winter, right? It needs heat, rather, to keep you warm in the winter. So your liver is the little furnace inside your body, helping to keep you warm and cozy. And where does that energy come from? That's a question a lot of people ask. Where do you get that energy from? Simple. It's the food that you eat, right? The food that we eat gives us that energy. Because when you eat, your body breaks down the food into smaller pieces called nutrients. And these nutrients are like tiny logs. You live in your home, you have a fireplace, and you put wood in the fire. It's going to generate heat. When the flame bursts, is going to generate heat. And the furnace in the body is the liver, right? And it's there, to burn that energy, the food that you eat, the nutrients that you get. That's what gives you the burns the energy. And just like burning wood in a fireplace, this process, it creates heat in the body. So anytime your liver breaks down these nutrients to produce energy for your body, it's like adding fuel to the fire, keeping your body nice and toasty. So the next time you feel a chill, just remember to thank your liver for keeping you warm. Okay? And then you have blood supply. The liver is a dual blood supply. It has a dual blood supply. It receives oxygenated blood and nutrient-rich blood, right? Those two forms of that dual supply comes in both oxygenated blood and nutrient-rich blood. Now, imagine your liver as a bustling marketplace. Many of my listeners, you've been to marketplace. And in that marketplace, it is constantly receiving shipments of goods to keep it running smoothly. In this marketplace also, there are two main suppliers bringing in all the essential stuff to the liver that the liver needs. And one of them is the hepatic artery and the portal vein. The hepatic artery, this is the delivery truck that's bringing in the fresh supplies of oxygen and nutrients to the marketplace, right? Our liver needs oxygen too, not just, us breathing it in. The liver needs oxygen. And the hepatic artery makes sure that our liver gets all the oxygen and nutrients it needs to keep doing its job. That's how I understand the information that I read, right? The other delivery system is known as the portal vein. Now, I want you to think of the portal vein as the special delivery source for all the goodies from your digestive system. After you eat, your intestines, they absorb all the nutrients from your food, and then it packages them to send to the liver. The portal vein then carries this nutrient-rich blood straight to the liver, so it can process it, so that it can process all the nutrients and make sure that they get distributed to the rest of the body. Now, this is how I understand all what I've just said to you. The liver is like the central hub where all the essential supplies come together, whether it's oxygen and nutrients from the hepatic artery or goodies from your digestive system via the portal vein. Your liver makes sure that everything gets processed and distributed to keep your body running smoothly. And that's my understanding of it. And then the final fun fact is the vulnerability to disease. Yes, the liver is tough. It's resilient. It's a warrior that can bounce back from almost anything. It's like having a superpower to heal and regenerate itself, which is pretty amazing. But even the mightiest warriors have their weaknesses, folks. Even the mightiest, strongest warriors have their weaknesses. And for the liver, it's disease like hepatitis, cirrhosis, fatty liver disease, and liver cancer. These are little sneaky buggers, that can attack your liver and they can weaken its defenses. They are the enemies of the body. Hepatitis is like a stealthy virus that can infect your liver and cause inflammation, making it swell and not work properly. Cirrhosis is like a slow, steady attacker that scars your liver over time, making it hard and lumpy like leather. And then you have fatty liver disease. A lot of people are walking around with fatty liver. It's like having too much fat building up in your liver, which can clog it up and stop it from working properly. And of course, you have the big C, the liver cancer. It's like a rogue cell that starts growing out of control, threatening to take over your liver. So while the liver might be a superhero, it comes and it has the ability to regenerate itself. It's still important to protect it from these nasty diseases by living a healthier lifestyle, avoiding harmful substances like alcohol and overuse of drugs and overuse of medication. Get regular checkups with your doctor. After all, even superheroes at times, they can fall victim to some of these things, right? So, holistic prevention perspective, from a holistic prevention perspective, here is what I and my family take for good liver health. We use a product that's called Liver Care, right? And Liver Care, let me just get to some email and then I'll come back to what Liver Care is. I think we have some email. I'm going to take some moment and read some email. This is from I can't pronounce his name, but this email says, Fred, Janet is taking the afternoon off. We love you. Be well. P.S. We're in Toronto. And this email says, meet men on WinSpace. Okay, I hope I pronounced it right. Meet men on WinSpace. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for that. Another email came in from Mike, and Mike says, tons of people are out this afternoon already, traveling to the locations here in Ontario to view the eclipse tomorrow afternoon. The latest is that Niagara Falls, Hamilton, and St. Catharines will be the best and closest to us here in the GTA to view it. Already, reports are saying that over 500,000 people are in the Niagara region. It will be nuts. And yes, I agree with you. Thank you for that, Mike. We were thinking of going up to either Hamilton or Niagara, but I decided, you know what? I think I'll have a better view watching it live on TV. I think we'll get more details and there will be no harm to the eyes. So for those of you who can't make it up there, TV is the best. Andy says, enjoying the Liquid Green Health Show today. It's very funny that even though the liver can be a fact, can in fact reproduce itself in illness, liver cancer is one of the #1 killers in North America. Would you think that it would not be? You would think that it would not be. But so many people get liver and pancreatic cancer every year. The pancreas and the liver are connected via bile ducts. Liver cancer is usually fatal. Thank you for that, Andy. That is very good information. And that is why we're doing the show today, to let people know that the liver is an important organ and they need to take care of it. And Shane says, hey, Fred, I have an eclipse glasses. My ophthalmologist said that I did not need them. Just don't agree. Just don't stare. That's all you have to do. No difference than glancing up at the sun on normal days. Too much hype. Okay, I would suggest that you use the glasses because you never know what can happen, right? Take precautions, my friend. Don't listen to what your ophthalmologist said. Oh, I misread that. It says my ophthalmologist said that I did not. Yeah, don't listen to what they're saying. If he's telling you that you don't need them, I would say take precaution. It's your health and it's your eyes. It's not his or hers. All right. So let me get back to the show. We are quickly approaching that end time. You know, an hour really goes by. An hour really, really goes by, man. I need to talk to my producers. Got to beg them for more time. Now, as I was saying, we use a healthcare program, a liver care program that, and it's made by a company called Green World, all right? And you can check it out, https ca.greenworld.com /1 followed by 4 zeros, 51377. I'll give that to you again. https://ca.greenworldna.com /1 followed by 4 zeros, 51377. And you'll see the product there. Liver Care. Now, the reason why we use this product, I got fascinated by the ingredients. The ingredients are phenomenal. This is not, you know, going to a healthcare professional and then they're just giving you something, you know, some herbs and stuff. I'm not saying that they don't work, but these ingredients have been tested. They've been scientifically proven to do what it says it does. And one of the ingredients is turmeric. And if you're not familiar with turmeric, it is a naturally occurring compound within the plant. It's in the root. And curcumin in turmeric is anti-inflammatory. It works on the liver to protect it from getting damaged. It's good for liver psoriasis. There's no secret that turmeric and its active compound curcumin are capable of promoting good health. Turmeric also is especially beneficial to the liver, and it is a fat-soluble ingredient. It helps ensure the easy flow of the liver cleanser, which is the bile duct. And it also helps the liver by stopping alcohol and other toxins from turning harmful, as they can damage the liver. Then there's beetroot. Beetroot has long been associated being used for medicinal purposes. It is rich in beneficial compounds and antioxidants, which are known for their potential health benefits. And it's also recognized for liver protection. Then there is artichoke, and I never knew this. Artichoke, a large artichoke has 600 milligrams of potassium, which helps your heart and kidneys work well. Potassium also lowers the blood pressure. Now, it is said also that potassium helps to get rid of cholesterol, xenobiotics, and xenobiotics are hazardous substances known to have negative effects on the human health by interfering with a number of cellular processes that control development and growth, such as drugs, pesticides, cosmetics, flavorings, fragrances, and food additives. So artichoke is a very good cleanser for the liver. And those are just some of the ingredients that this product has. There's also radish root in there. And radish root is known to, for its size, radish is a good source of vitamin C, antioxidant, and it may also fight cellular damage that can lead to cancer and other diseases, right? Also, dandelion. Now, a lot of people are familiar with dandelion, but dandelion root has a natural diuretic effect, allowing our liver to more quickly eliminate toxins. It also helps strengthen the immune system, balance blood sugar levels, relieve heartburn, and soothe digestive levels. So those are just some of the ingredients in this product. And we've been using this for quite some time. However, if you're someone that have allergic reaction to plants, we don't recommend that you use it, right? To some kind of plants, especially the daisy family plants, it's not recommended. Do not use it if you have a bile duct obstruction, if you have heart disease, high or low blood pressure, kidney or liver disorder, edemas, which is swelling of the hands, face, and feet. We suggest that you see a practitioner, a medical practitioner, before you take this product. Also, if you're pregnant, it's not recommended. But I can tell you, it is a very, very good product in terms of liver care, maintenance of the liver. And again, if you are interested in getting this product, you can go to https://ca.greenworld, that's greenworldna.com/1 followed by 4 zeros 51377 51377. The email that was sent to me where the person said that pancreatic cancer and liver disease, it appears as though it's on the rise. And the only reason it's happening is because of the negligence of people. We go through life taking our bodies for granted. We go through life thinking that, oh, all is well. And maybe it's because we don't see these organs. Maybe it's because we don't, You can't every once in a while, okay, open the stomach, take a look. How's the liver doing today? How's the heart doing today? And then if you see something, then you say, okay, I got to make some changes. I got to drink more water. I got to do a wash it or something. Maybe that's the reason. But folks, we need not take these organs for granted. We need not just sit back and say, okay, my food is digesting properly, because the way we look is not necessarily how you feel. And when you're not feeling well, it's a message that the body is giving to you. It's going to come in the form of a headache. It's going to come in the form of some pain. Your eyes might itch. Your hands and your ankles might swell. Pay attention to the body. It's a remarkable, it's a masterpiece that nature has created and has given us so that the spirit could live in it properly. If you don't take care of the body, it's going to stop working. And then we're going to blame, we're going to say, oh, it's age. Some people say it's age, why these things are happening to us, or it's the job, and all manner of excuses. You are your own captain of your ship. Your body is your ship. Your body is your farm. Take care of the farm so that the seeds that you plant can grow properly. It's like a farmer. Before the farmer plants, the seeds, or, put the shoots into the ground, they're going to till the soil. They're going to give it the nutrients so that the plant, when it goes into the soil, is going to get the nutrients to help it grow stronger and healthier. It's the same thing with the body. And again, I'm coming back to what I said in the beginning of the show. There is a remarkable explosion of energy, cosmic and spiritual energy, that is happening this week. We have the energy from the eclipse. We have the energy from the new moon. Pay attention to this. If you're in that sphere, if you're in that lane, that spiritual lane, you'll understand what I'm saying. Pay attention to these energies and use it to heal the body, to correct the malfunctioning of the body. It takes work. And sometimes it takes 21 days for things to solidify. But use the energy that is out there and use it well, right? Take a few moments to pay attention to the foods that you eat. What kind of food? What are the ingredients? A lot of things that we buy, especially the fruit juices that you buy, they're loaded with starch. They're loaded with emulsifiers and all kinds of stuff. Be careful putting these things into the body, because all we're doing is giving the liver more work than it really should be doing. That's all we're doing. And when you do that, when you overload the liver, it's going to labor, right? Just think of yourself carrying a load that is much greater than you are capable of carrying. It's a strain you're putting on your muscles. It's a strain you're putting on the back. It's the same thing with the liver, right? If you tax it too much, eventually it's going to give way, and it'll say, hey, I can't handle this no more, right? I'm giving up. And then, you're going to turn to the health practitioner, whether it's your doctor or nutritionist or a homeopathic person, to help you out. And you're going to have to live by what they're saying, right? Don't let that happen to you. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing, folks. Folks, you've been listening to the Liquid Green Health Show on Reality Radio 101. If you're joining us for the first time, please, I'm asking you to, you can get all of our shows on YouTube or on Spotify. If you're viewing this show on YouTube, please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you want to send us an email, do so at Liquid Green Health Show. Send us your comment, whether it's a nice one, bad one, indifferent one, whatever it is, we're going to read it. This helps us to grow. It helps us to modify our show and to, bring you good topics. If you have a topic that you like to hear, feel free to drop us a line at liquidgreenhealthshow@gmail.com. liquidgreenhealthshow@gmail.com. Drop us a line and let us know, give us any suggestions for your topic. If you have a guest that you think, we can have on our show that, is pertaining to health, again, feel free. You could drop us a line at liquidgreenhealthshow@gmail.com and let us know, what you think. Okay? I have enjoyed this evening. Our show is almost coming to an end. And, an hour, man, my gosh, an hour goes so quickly. Where does the hour go? My producer told me we only have 22 minutes of talking time. I think we have 10 minutes of talking time. We need more time. We need a lot more time. So I'm going to start talking to my producer and see if they can give us some more time. With that, folks, I really enjoyed your inviting us into your private space and listening to us. I know some people tend to invite friends every Sunday to listen to the show. We are grateful for that. Continue to spread the word for us. Let them know that the Liquid Green Health Show is on every Sunday at 5:30 p.m. And we try to break down our topics in a non-medical, non-scientific jargon so that the average person can understand what it is we're talking about. Right? There's no need to speak white coat language because that sometimes goes over your head and you don't quite understand, what the person is saying. So we break it down in layman terms to the best of our ability and make it understandable for everyone. So with that, I would like to once again thank you. Please go to our YouTube channel at Liquid Green Health Show on YouTube. Like, subscribe, share. You can also catch us on Spotify. Just type in Liquid Green Health Show and it's going to come up. And of course, drop us an email at Liquid Green Health Show. And if you are interested in the product that I just mentioned, Liver Care, feel free to go to https://ca.greenworldna.com/1 followed by 51377. Right? That's https://ca.greenworldna.com/1 followed by 51377. My name is Fred Cox, and I'm going to end today's show. But before I do that, I want to say thank you to our producers, Gary Labar and Mike Swain, for making this show a reality. You guys have done a wonderful job. You've stood with us through good times and hard times, and I thank you so much for being there every Sunday. Make this show a reality. And with that, I would like to end today's show by saying good health is at the core of human joy and overall well-being. Its influence is profound, extending beyond personal vitality to significantly bolstering prosperity and economic advancement. Thus, investing in your health is akin to investing in a brighter, more prosperous future for ourselves and the communities we inhabit. So until next Sunday, same time, same station, prioritize your well-being, please. I'm Fred Cox saying, let's stay healthy on Reality Radio 101.
Thank you for listening to the Liquid Green Health Show with your hosts, Fred and Janet Cox, right here on Reality Radio 101.